Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my first album review. I'm really excited. I've actually been wanting to do album reviews for a while, but I finally got a new computer, a webcam, all the equipment and everything. I have everything set up, so I'm finally gonna do it. It's Christmas 2020, we're in quarantine, and Playboi Carti just dropped his wholelottared album. Um, this album has had so much anticipation ever since Die Lit dropped. I've just been like waiting for Carti to drop another solid project. So I was really excited to hear that he was dropping his album on Christmas because I'm not really religious and my family's not Christian. So Christmas isn't a huge deal, but it's kind of like been something cool to look forward to for Christmas. So if you guys have any recommendations, by the way, moving forward for how I can make these album reviews better, more interesting, just let me know. I will take any feedback. When I was starting this album review, I couldn't decide if I wanted to kind of like rank the songs from my favorite to least favorite so you guys could like figure out my favorite songs quickly. But I decided for this first album review to just kind of like go through the entire track list and say how I felt about each song, all the features, the overall vibe of the album. So, yeah, I'll just get right into it. This is kind of like a first reaction. I listened to the album all the way through once without taking any notes or anything, just kind of like a listen through. And then I decided to go back through one more time and just kind of like take some notes. So I have my notes right here in pink ink. So, yeah, I'll just get started. The first song, Rockstar Made. So when I heard this song, honestly, I was kind of like, I don't know if this album's gonna be for me. Like, I instantly wanted to skip it. It was kind of just like really noisy to me. The lyrics were repetitive and it just sounded like filler sound to me. So I was like, okay. And also, before I had listened to the album, because I actually fell asleep when it had came out at midnight, so I didn't listen to it the night that it came out, but then this morning I had some time to listen to it. But in the morning when I had gone on social media, I was seeing like reviews and just criticism of the album saying how it was trash and overrated and overhyped. And I will agree that there was a lot of hype around this album. But I guess you'll just have to wait and see like what my overall consensus is. But when I heard the first track, Rockstar Made, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I was like, okay, I don't know, maybe this album is gonna be trash in my opinion. So that was my first impression. I didn't skip it, I listened to it. It wasn't that long of a song anyways, but yeah. First song, I didn't really like it. Second song had Kanye on it, the Kanye feature. It's called Go to the Moon, one word. And I enjoyed this song. I liked Kanye's verse. It was kind of like one of those Kanye verses where he's just like talking almost. It's like a stream of consciousness about just like things on his mind right now. So I really liked that. My favorite lyric in the song was when he said, it was something like people like hitting him up how they've been texting him like, yo, and he's been like, yo, I've been avoiding you. Like, I just felt like that was really relatable. Like, there's so many people I have been just avoiding and not really getting back to throughout this quarantine, especially in 2020. It's been easier to avoid people that you don't really want to be talking to. So I felt that Kanye line. Um, but yeah, so the second song, I was like, okay, this is at least better than the first song. Pretty strong Kanye verse. But Ye did carry the song in my opinion. So um, yeah, I was like, okay, solid verse, but solid feature, but I don't know about, again, the overall album. Number three, Stop Breathing. Like number one, kind of just very noisy, angry. I'm getting like kind of metal vibes, and I don't think Carti is going for like a radio sounding album. I think that he wants that counterculture sound and aesthetic. So I think that's why he has all these, like louder sounding tracks that maybe like my radio tuned ears aren't able to appreciate. I'm sure there are people out there that do like those songs, but yeah, not so much for me. Number three, it wasn't really for me. Okay, number 4, Bino. So this kind of like started turning around my opinion. It gave me hope for the rest of the album. It kind of has, I don't know if it's xylophone, but it kind of sounded like xylophone. Like, I don't know, my ears aren't super tuned on picking up specific instruments, but I liked the way that the beat sounded on this one. And it was much easier on my ears than the first 3 songs. So I liked this song. It was more of my taste. After that, number 5, we have Jump Out the House. This song, it was a minute and 30 seconds, and it was like shouting. I felt that this song could have, I don't know, like these, I kind of wish that he called them interludes, because when you look at a track and you just see the song name, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is a song. Like, I'm going to take this seriously as a song. But some of the songs on this album, they aren't quite full songs. They're just kind of sounds. Like, they're interludes leading into the next track or building up the mood of the album. But it's not, this isn't like a song to me, in my opinion. Okay, number 6, Metamorphosis. So this song had Kid Cudi on it. I like it. I like that it kind of like starts off with the Kid Cudi humming, like his iconic humming. It's so angelic and just euphoric. Something else interesting about this song that I noticed is Playboi Carti is known for his baby voice, and in this song, he was using the opposite. Like, he was kind of doing an old man voice and saying old man things, and I think that that was really interesting. Like, it was almost symbolic in a way that he was evolving, and I feel like this whole album it's kind of just an evolution of Carti. Like, you can't expect him to be the old Carti forever, just like Kanye isn't going to be the old Kanye forever. So on this song, like the fact that he was using the old man voice, I was like, oh, okay, so he's not just going to do the baby voice forever, you know, like you can find something that works for you and just do it forever, but you know, like I think the evolution is really beautiful too, of just art and artists and music. So yeah, but Kid Cudi was really solid on this track. I liked it. Number 7, Slayer. My note is mid. It's okay. So that's how I feel about number 7. Nothing notable, I guess. And then number 8, No Sleep. Another skip for me. I can't really relate. It's just so, the lyrics are so much about murder. Not that I'm opposed to violent lyrics, like I can enjoy them, I can turn up to violent lyrics, but this song is definitely more, I think, of like a festival song, maybe like you can mosh to it, but not something I would really care to listen to again. Number 9, New Tank. It's a switch up, but yeah, the beat, I don't know about New Tank. I'm still kind of like, it's alright. I'm kind of undecided, but it's alright. Number 10, Teen X. This song has Future on it. It's a Future feature. The beat is hard. That's my note. It kind of has like this ice cream truck type of beat. Ice cream truck, amusement park type of like childlike beat. So I like that track. I enjoy Carti using his high-pitched voice. I like when he really like pushes his vocal range. I like when he goes high-pitched. And Future sounds smooth on it, so that track is good for me. Number 11, Meh, which I thought he already has a single that's Meh, but I guess he has another Meh now, number 11 on wholelottared, and it's not as good as the other Meh, so why would you release a second Meh that's not as good? It's just Meh. Like, yeah, that song, I don't get it. Number 12, Vamp Anthem. This is hard. I like this one. There's like a church organ type beat. I think that's what it's called. The piano thing that they play in the church that's really scary and dramatic and Dracula sounding, vampire sounding. They have that in this song, and I like how it sounds. I don't think I've ever heard that in a hip hop song, so I like that. Number 13, New Neon. No thoughts really on this one. If this is your favorite song on the album, then I don't know. I can't relate. It's just whatever to me. Um, 14, Control. So this song has academics in the beginning, in the intro. It's a dialogue of academics, kind of. He had posted earlier on social, I think like earlier in the week, that the Playboi Carti album was coming out on Christmas. So it's kind of the announcement for the album that intros on this song. And I'm sure Ak is super stoked on getting that Playboi Carti feature. Like, what the heck? I'll be stoked on that. But it's a feel good song. It kind of has more EDM vibes, kind of like an upbeat Uzi song. That's kind of what it reminded me of. But yeah, it's cool. This number 14, cool. All right, number 15, Punk Monk. This, I think, might be one of the most lyrically interesting songs on the album. Just to get perspective into Playboi Carti's mind and just his relationship with a lot of rappers. He name drops a lot of people. He name drops Trippie Redd. He name dropped Lil Keed. He name dropped Pierre. And he kind of sunned them. He kind of said that he could have signed all those people. He knew all those people beforehand. So that was interesting. I wonder if those people will take it offensively, and also the people associated with those people. So, like, Young Thug signed Lil Keed. So I wonder if Young Thug is going to be like, what the heck? Like, no, I've been known Lil Keed before you. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to care. He probably may not, won't. But I just thought it was interesting that he kind of sunned some artists that are already, like, have careers of their own right now at this point. But, yeah, this song was interesting to hear. The lyrics, too, actually. Like, you don't really look for the lyrics a lot of times on Playboi Carti songs, but this one was cool. Then number 16, On That Time, Loud AF, skip for me. Number 17, King Vamp. I said, it's okay, but not as good as the other Vamp song, which was the Vamp Anthem that I had mentioned earlier, where the church organ is in the background of the beat. Number 18, Place. So I like this one. It was spacey type of beat, and it was smooth. And it kind of reminded me a little bit of the old Carti. So the next song was kind of like the biggest turning point for me on the album. This is like where I started really liking a lot of the songs. So if it was up to me, I would have ordered the album a little bit better. Like, I would have put these last few songs at the beginning because I feel like it showcases Carti more. It makes Carti sound better, whereas the songs at the beginning right now, like, it was the Kanye feature, it was the Cudi feature, and some really intense metal sounding songs, which I guess is the aesthetic he's going for with this album. But I would have liked to me, the last few songs are the most enjoyable songs on the album. So I would have put those first, then sprinkled in the Kanye and Cudi feature for interest, and the Future feature, and then put some of the more experimental metal sounding stuff towards the end. But that's just how I would have done the album if it was my project, to try to keep people's interest as long as I possibly could, because I know that people have super short attention spans. So yeah, the turning point of the album for me, number 19, Sky. It's kind of like a stoner song. It's about being high, but I just really enjoyed this song and the way it sounds. And then number 20, Over. This is actually my favorite song off of the project, I think, based off of a first listen. This is my favorite song. It's pretty, I think it's kind of emotional. It sounds like it's about a breakup, and it has like relatable lyrics, at least for me. It's about a relationship being over, and the name of it is Over, or like towards the end of a relationship. And it says, "This love don't feel how it feel when we started." And that's just how most loves, like, it just doesn't feel the same as it does when it starts after a while. Like, yeah, that was the best beat to me. That was just my overall favorite. Track 20, Over. Number 21, I Love You, I Hate You. I just wrote sick beat. That's all I wrote for that one. Number 22, Die For Guy. This song, it was more grunge and metal sounding. It kind of gave me 90s vibes, but it was alright. Didn't stand out. Obviously, is not my favorite. I already said what my favorite track was. Number 23, Not Playing. It's fun and it's a good beat, and I think what you kind of look for in Carti songs a lot of times is the production and the beat, and this song has it. It's a solid Carti song beat. So the last song, number 24, Feel Like Dying. It's kind of a weird last song. I mean, I don't know if Carti is emo or if he's overly confident and flexing on people, like, but yeah, I just thought this was a weird like final track. But anyways, there's like there's a part of it where there's like some choir sounding soulful singing, and it's like a sort of sentimental end. It's all right. Again, my favorite song off the whole album was Over. So that's my thoughts. I didn't. So I do think that there was a lot of anticipation for this album. And I think that there's a lot of critics right now saying that it's trash and it's overrated just because of that anticipation. But I remember feeling similarly when Astroworld came out. Like, there was so much hype around Astroworld. And when it came out, I listened to it and I was like, okay, like, yeah, this, like, Yosemite instantly. I was like, yes, Yosemite. Fire. It's a vibe. But, you know, like, the entire album did take time to grow on me, and now it's one of my favorite albums ever, Astroworld. But this album definitely, it's not trash. Like, it's pretty diverse. The sounds on it, features, like, it's a good album. I like it, and I'm gonna keep listening to it. So that's my overall consensus. I think he's clearly trying for a different aesthetic vibe. He's not the same old Carti. He's more metal now. He's more satanic now. He's darker. He's a vampire. But I appreciate the evolution. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about my review. If you have any suggestions, please drop them in the comments. And yeah, I hope to be doing more album reviews. And let me know if there's anything you think I should review, and I will try to get to it. Thanks for watching, guys.